Alright guys, so as you could see from that quick overview, I have a big mess on my hands. This is the laundry room slash pantry slash utility room. It's amazing how much stuff goes on in this room for such a small area. But first I'm going to start with getting some laundry done. And this is why I need to go through and kind of reorganize and clear out this room because I can't find anything. I couldn't find the little scooper for my Tide detergent, so I had to wind up using liquid detergent, and I kind of go back and forth, but we're going to start with some laundry because at least I know that I can get the laundry done today, and I figure I'll be spending a lot of time in this room today, so I know that I won't miss when the laundry's done. I can put it right in the dryer if there's nothing in the dryer, which I'm sure that there is, but we're going to go through, get not so much of a declutter, but just kind of a reorganization because there's a lot of stuff in here that we use on a daily basis. And there's not much in the way of clutter. Well, let me rephrase. There's a lot of stuff in here, so one might look at it as clutter, but it's stuff that we use all the time. So not just stuff that sits and clutters, if that makes any sense. So here's something funny that I was thinking about. And Mia had just asked me this question the other day. And I'm thinking, like, am I just a dinosaur in this? But I still separate all of my laundry. I separate my lights, my darks, my whites, towels, and sheets. And she had said, yeah, well, my boyfriend, he just throws everything in together. And it stopped me for a second. I'm thinking, that kind of makes sense. It's all just clothing or towels or whatever, but that's the deal breaker for me. I can't throw towels and whites in with regular clothes for some reason. Like, even if I'm not using bleach on my whites, I still separate them so that they're all done together. So let me know in the comments section down below, do you guys still separate laundry? Like, I know for me, the years of helping my grandma do laundry when I was little, and it just kind of stuck with me, so I still do it that way. But let me know down below, do you guys separate everything before you throw it into the washer?
Let me feel your love again.
I'm working on just trying to get this dryer cleared off on the top. I find like random stuff, like a wheel to the dresser that Mia was just redoing. There's a lot of random things on top of this dryer. I don't quite get it, but I want to get it all cleared off. I get very nervous with stuff all over the top of the dryer. There are certain things that I will be leaving there just because it's stuff that we do use all the time, like every day. And look at my sock bin. Like, this is all socks that don't have matches. I know there's got to be socks in there that probably haven't had a match in quite some time. So I will need to go through that at some point and just get rid of socks that I know hasn't seen a match in forever. But yeah, that's a lot of socks that not have matches, right?
All that time away from want you by my side. Let me feel your love again. Just the two of us, and we could stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night. Everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel.
So now I'm going to move over to this area, and this is kind of where all of my pantry stuff goes. I have sliding doors underneath that I keep all of my like spices, oils, vinegars, canned vegetables and stuff. That all is overstock of that. Up top is more of stuff that I go to for lunches or snacks. I try not to give too many of like these prepackaged snack kind of things for lunches. I try and do more of a leftover for lunches and sandwiches here and there. You know, not always possible, so that's why I have this stuff here, you know, quick and easy lunch for on the go or just for any day, honestly. But now I'm just going to put the popcorn that I have into a dollar store bin. These were bins that I had under my sink, and I just kind of washed them out, and I'm going to use them back here now. They didn't work perfect, but they work good enough that it has all of the popcorn out of the boxes and in this bin so that everything's together, kind of just trying to give me a little bit more space to get things organized back here. I will link the video below of the declutter of under my sink because, like I said, that's where those bins came from. And now just kind of looking over everything and seeing how I'm going to make this work is really just what it is. Moving stuff here and there, and you'll see like I'll go back and move and rearrange stuff again, just trying to figure out how I can get it to work a little better.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different. Still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments. Doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors.
So I have another one of these blue bins, and I figured I would try to see if it would work for the fruit cups that I have here. Honestly, it didn't work. I figured two things. One, it wasn't going to hold all of the fruit cups that I had in there, so that was one. And then two, for us, we're kind of visual people in this family. If we don't see something, or if it's behind closed doors or tucked in a bin, we forget about it. So I think the fact that I have everything just out in the open there, we know what we have. If somebody wants to go back for a snack or a fruit cup or a drink or whatever it may be, all they need to go is back in the pantry, laundry, utility room here and find it. And it's not a, Mom, what do we have to eat? Or, do we have this? You just need to go back and look for it. I don't have to tell you, second shelf, third bin to the right. I don't have to do any of that. You just need to go back and look for it and you will find it. And I think a lot of times when we have, for us anyway, when we have stuff in the bins and it's kind of not seen, it's kind of forgotten about. And if I want to try and make sure that we're not wasting food, I think for us, it's not having stuff in bins and having everything out in clear sight.
Even if what we're doing is bad, there's so many emotions, sharing stories that we never had. The end is real. I think we're searching for reasons not to be like them. We fly around like paper planes. They never know where we will fall. Nobody can see it. Still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different.
Now I'm going to move over to the rack here, and most of the stuff that I have on this rack is all personal care item. And what I'll do is I'll buy this stuff when I see it on sale and make sure that I have like some kind of rewards points that I get back to use for other purchases. It's kind of like a whole couponing thing, and there's a lot of ladies on YouTube that you can follow for those kind of deals. But I make sure to stock up enough so that I'm not paying full price for stuff. And everything that you're seeing here is in clear bins that I got from the dollar store. And I just like to have a little bit of an overstock so that I'm not paying full price for items that I know that we use and will go through.
There's something different about the way we are. A couple hours from Japan, would you stay awake? I'm losing touch of who I am when you're far away. And I feel like I'm running in circles around you. I know I've been acting strange for a while, but I want you close. Ooh, close.
Here's a little kitty cam for you. This cat's like, what is this woman doing now with this thing? It is all in my way. The poor cat's just trying to get some snacks in, right? And I got all of this mess that I have to deal with. So what I'm going to do is just go through and break down any of the boxes so that I can put them in the recycle bin. Try and clear up at least the walk space here, because last thing I need to be doing is sliding on a box and falling and breaking a hip or messing my back up again. Certainly don't want that to happen. So just going to throw stuff away that I know is trash. Unfortunately, I had some nature granola bars back there that are expired. I hate to have to throw food away, but they were way expired, like not just by a couple days, like they were expired by a couple months. So it was just time to get rid of them and try and clear out a walkway here so that it's safe to walk around again.
I just need you to know that I want you close. Ooh, closer than before. Closer than before. Closer than before. Hiding all my feelings.
Okay, so I made it somewhat safer to walk through this space, but now I gotta try and get out this back door so that I can get the recycles or the boxes out into the recycle. I feel like I'm just constantly shifting stuff around at this point. There's no real rhyme or reason to anything. And like I was saying to me, it always gets worse before it gets better. And honestly, I don't even think this is at the worst yet, because it does get worse as it goes along. See, I told you there would be something in that dryer. I'm going to say 99% of the time there's something in my dryer. So now I got to try and clear off the washer so that I can get the wash into the dryer. Man, I am making more of a mess for myself, it seems like, in this one, huh?
Take a beat from my better self. It's like no one else even really.
So now I'm going to go through and try and get a lot of the dust that is in this room. And behind those doors is my hot water heater and the heater for our house. And I would love to take those doors all the way up so that you don't see this weird grate looking thing. But I was told it's better to keep that there because it definitely needs a little bit of airflow for the heater and the hot water heater there. So that kind of has to stay, even though it's a bit of an eyesore. But I might go through and see if there's something I can do to kind of make it blend in a little better, because it's like a weird, like grayish kind of color. So I think maybe if I just paint it a little bit, it would kind of blend in with everything and not look so, I don't know, odd up there. But yeah, this room is really got me completely overwhelmed. I don't know where to put anything to make it function better. So the main goal here is this rack that I have. I want to get my sodas and snacks out of the kitchen because right now they're kind of just sitting in the corner in the kitchen, and I think I can find a better spot for them on this rack here. But first I have to go through this rack and kind of consolidate everything into smaller bins or make everything a little more functional. That's the better word, to make it function better. Okay, so I busted out my Shark vacuum because I think my Dyson just isn't as powerful anymore, and my Shark vac is a plug-in, so I just needed a little more power to get a lot of the dust that was behind this rack and underneath this cabinet here. So now I've done that, and I'm going to go through and mop the floor back here because honestly it doesn't get mopped that much back here because there usually is a lot of stuff in the way. So this area gets a bit neglected, but since everything is pulled out now, we're just going to do a quick mopping, get everything moved over to the side. That way I can get those sodas and the snacks that I was talking about put onto this rack.
Let me tell you this, let me tell you right now, your exquisite kiss, still burning, didn't know I missed this passion in life, now I'm addicted somehow. Let me tell you what is up with your smile, it's impossible, not melting, irresistible, when I look through your eyes, not even sky's the limit. I used to be
Okay, so we got a nice quick clean done, and now I'm just going to start packing the sodas back here, and I'm going to see what works as far as how many I can fit back here. You'll see I try to get a little more back here than actually can fit, but you know what, I'm happy with what I was able to get on this rack. That way it's not sitting somewhere in the corner in the kitchen and, you know, kind of free up any space there and just not look so cluttered out there. Now I'm just putting some of the snacks that I got from Sam's Club. I usually try and do a haul at Sam's Club about once a month, get snacks and drinks, and that way we're good for the whole month for lunches and stuff like that. I'm satisfied with how the rack part looks, so now I'm going to move back over to the pantry side of this and just try and get all of the drinks and the snacks that we're using daily kind of organized a little better so that it works better, especially in the mornings when I'm going back here and trying to find, you know, the drinks or the lunches that I need to pack up. It makes it easier when you're able to kind of just see everything that you have. So I think for the shelves, for the most part, is good. We'll see how it works the next few days going through and seeing if I need to tweak things here and there. But now I'm moving back over to the top of the dryer. Like I said, I like to try and keep this cleared off as much as possible and only have stuff that I use every single day. I'm putting this little tray together here. I originally bought this at a Target dollar spot for my kitchen table, but it was too small. So now it just has all the cat food in it. I do have one more box of snacks that I wanted to put up on the shelves, and these are the crackers that I like to have handy if somebody just needs to grab a quick snack or something. One thing I like to do though is I like to put the crackers standing up. That way everybody can kind of see what they're wanting to grab in there. And I'm just making the container that it came in work for us. So I'm just going to cut like a little spot in the front. That way when you look in there, you can kind of just real quick see what you want to grab. Makes it easy, and I don't have to spend money on a bin to put everything into. I've tried working with some of the bins that I have for certain things, and they just weren't working, and it's because I have like dollar store bins, but that's just because I'm not honestly willing to spend the money to get the clear bins to make everything look Pinterest perfect. I don't need Pinterest perfect. I just need everything to function for us. So here's an overview of everything after it's all kind of just reorganized, because there wasn't really much of a declutter. It was just kind of making everything work a little better. And anything that I did use in here was from either Dollar Tree, the Target dollar spot, and then I think I might have a couple IKEA jars that I have up in the very top. I don't think that I'm using any of them right now, but I do have them in case I need it. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, because I am going to be doing something else in this laundry room. That might be a project coming up like later in November. I'm kind of over the paint color that's in the laundry room, so I want to change it and maybe do a little bit of an accent wall behind my washer, because that's really the only full wall that I have in this room. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.